Welcome.
What's good? But I'm sorry. I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it with you that. I wanted to do it with you that time. All right. What's good, TNC family? Thank you so much for tuning in to another video. We're back. So this video is going to be very brief. Hopefully. This one is going to be about CJ's bottle feeding journey, the necessary equipment that we needed before him getting off of his feedings. We're going to talk about what else. Let me see here. I have it all written down just so that we don't forget to tell you guys. If he's eating baby food, if he's hit any milestones, and teaching him sign language. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with the necessary equipment before we get into bottle feeding. So what we needed when CJ came home from the hospital is a Joey pump. So this is the Joey pump. This is what it looks like. Let me get a little bit closer. It's a little bit filthy, but here we go. That's the Joey pump. Okay, and so you press this button and it powers on. Sounds just like that. And then you can set his feedings, and then it just goes on continuous feed. Okay, so this is the Joey pump. And
you will hook a bag up to the Joey pump where
Should I go get a bag? No, we didn't bring any bags. We don't have any. I forgot, we threw them away.
You will hook the bag up, put the milk in, and like she said, you set the time, the rate, and
it just goes.
It just goes once you press go.
Goes through that G tube, and this is what it looks like.
This is the box for G tube, and inside of it.
So blind, I'm like.
This is
the necessary equipment, and we can open it up. We can open it up. So let's go ahead.
Okay. G tube itself. This was the lifesaver. This piece right here.
Let's put this here and see if everybody can see that. Should we move it to let me see if we can move it a little bit more. This is what the actual G tube looks like. Okay, so this is what you put into your baby's stomach, and then you put some water in this here with. Okay, so let's see if it focuses.
Even when you're sitting down.
Let me see here.
Still blurry. Look at my face.
Let's see. Is it gonna focus? No, it's not gonna focus on us. Let's see here. Okay, so here is the G tube. Is it gonna focus? There you go. Here's the G tube, and then you just fill this up with water. Put this in the G tube. Is it focusing or is it not? Here we go. Put this in here. And this should be filled up with water. The balloon will expand, and then that's how it's going to be in your child's stomach. And then you can close this. And close this right here, and then open it up, and then perfect. And then this is the cord that we used. We like the flat cord because it laid flat. This other one doesn't lay flat.
And plus the top head of it was
the top head
not able to close.
Yeah, exactly. And then also it didn't close, and see the difference between the heads here. This top head didn't close, and as well as you not being able to place medicine in it at the same time as the milk is going. Okay, so this is just a very brief description of this. So you put this in here, and then you get it in there, and then you twist it, and it's locked. And then the bag is attached to this, and then that's how it goes into your child's stomach.
So lastly, you have a pole, and with the pole, G tube in the bag.
And you can roll this around with you, so it makes the pole portable, and you can hold the baby while rolling the pole around the house. So it's actually super easy. It seems overwhelming at first, but everything it's going to be second nature. It's going to be second nature. Okay, so perfect. All right, so now let's talk about bottle feeding, how we got him off continuous feeding. So basically in the hospital they introduced CJ to a bottle. However, he did not want to actually, oh, scoot over baby, I'm sorry, you're not in the camera. Okay, Just maybe scoot over a little bit more. So, okay, so anyway, so basically, we got CJ. They introduced the bottle to CJ in the hospital. You know, he didn't take the bottle at first. He took the bottle a little bit the first day, but the second day, third day, fourth day, he was like, no. So they sent us home still on continuous feeding. So what we did was we just every single day, like he came home like March 1st. So every single day we just introduced him to the bottle before we started the continuous feed. So like, you know, we would give him a break in between the continuous feeds because sometimes he would spit up and things like that. So we would give him a break anyway. So during that break we would be like, okay, you know what, instead of, or changing his bag. We had to change his bag every like 4 hours. So in between that time we would just say, you know what, we're going to keep him off feeding for like an hour. And then we'll exactly because he needs to feel that feeling of hunger, right? Because you can't continuously feed a baby and then try to give them a bottle. We just didn't see how that would make sense. And so we introduced him to the bottle first, and then if he didn't take it, then we would just start his feedings. And so we would just up it a little bit, because if he didn't take it, you know, from the hour, then we would make sure that he's, you know, getting the nutrition, get that back. And so that's pretty much what we did. And so the very first day that he took the bottle was March 28th of 2019. And 2020. March 28th of 2020. And we were so excited. Basically, I was just laying in bed with him. That day, so let me rewind. That day, we were about to go on a walk. We had him off his feedings for about 30-45 minutes. So he drank a little bit of the bottle. He was drinking the bottle for like 5 to 10 minutes. We couldn't believe it. And then we went on a walk. And then we came back from the walk, and I'm just like, oh, he should have never showed me that, because now I'm going to give him the bottle again. And so I just made a little 2-ounce bottle, and I gave him the bottle, and he actually ate it. And he drank that bottle until he fell asleep, and I couldn't do anything but cry. I mean, it was about 45 minutes of him finishing the bottle. It took a while, but I just called him in there, and I was just bawling my eyes out. He was like, what's the matter? I was like, baby, he finished the bottle. Like, it was just such an accomplishment that we felt in our hearts. It was just amazing. So that's how we got him off continuous feedings. We just stopped the feeding, let him feel that feeling of hunger, and then introduced his bottle before we started continuous feeding every time. Yeah, just so that he'll get used to it.
Didn't rush him or
no,
force it or anything, just at his own pace. And if he felt like it, he felt like it, but if not, we just went back to the G-tube. So
yep, exactly. And then on the 28th, he felt like it, and from there on out,
since then he's done more than felt like it.
I know. I swear, that day when he got that bottle, I was just like, take the G-tube out. I mean, not the actual Mickey button. That's what it's called. That Mickey button that we showed you guys. So we put that. We closed that up. Unhooked the G-tube. I was like, baby, put this somewhere else. We undid the pole and everything. I was just like, no, he's ready. So we just worked with him from there on out. Even if he just had 2 ounces, it was something. It was something to start with. And so, okay. Also, we wanted to talk about, is he eating baby foods yet? So he is currently, he's a year and 2 months now. Just turned a year, June 14th of 2019. And we give him baby foods. He's okay with the baby foods, but he doesn't really like it that
much.
Not
on a constant basis.
No, he doesn't like it.
He makes those faces.
Yeah, and it's like, I know all babies make faces even when they do like some stuff. But it's like he makes like a weird face, and then he kind of gags a little bit. So I don't know if it's so much of him not being able to swallow it versus him just not wanting the baby food. But when we give it to him, he'll eat it. He'll have a couple spoonfuls, but he won't finish a whole thing of baby food. So I think that he might just go right into regular food, just like a little bit of seasoning. We haven't tried it just yet. Right now he's been bottle feeding only for about March, April, May, June, July. So about 5 months, about 6, it's going to be 6 months this month on the 28th. So, I mean, we want to give him at least a year on the bottle so he can experience that, and then get him into the oatmeal, and then, the baby food like on a constant basis, and then, the regular food. Like, we just want to take it slow as if he was like a newborn. or as if he was like, 6 months ready to, go on that journey. So we want to take it very slow with him. We don't want to introduce too much stuff at once. And then also we wanted to talk about if he hit any milestones. So he definitely rolls over,
Crawling.
does the laughing, crawls, stands up,
can hold stuff.
Yeah, he holds stuff. He sits up, of course. We probably should have said that after rolling over. So rolls over, sits up, crawls, stands. He holds things, laughs. Laughs really hard, and before he couldn't laugh. And so it's because he would always choke on his saliva, but now we just love to hear his laugh. And also he'll stand up sometimes by himself without even holding anything. So he started crawling about 2 weeks after his birthday. So we're super excited to just see where he's going from here. But he's starting to stand without holding stuff now, so he might be a walker soon. We're not sure.
And he's definitely learned the sign language.
Oh yes, exactly.
He definitely learned sign
We've been
language.
teaching him sign language.
Yeah.
Exactly, because we believe in like babies communicating before they can even talk, because it's so helpful. So we've been teaching him sign language. We've been teaching him milk. We've been teaching him more. We're starting to teach him wawa. Water. I'm sorry, I say wawa, but water. But yes, so he's definitely catching on with the sign language.
Waving.
He does more, yes. And he says hi, and he says dada. He says mama, snaps his finger, claps his hands.
Yep.
So he does a good amount of stuff. He doesn't fully talk yet. He's just at the beginning stages of talking. Doesn't walk yet. But yeah, he has 8 teeth.
You definitely see progress though.
Yeah.
Throughout each day, you definitely see that he's picking up on something new or doing something new, for sure.
Yes. He loves being read to. He loves music.
Definitely
he loves
loves
dancing. So yeah, and he's very talkative. So yeah. So yeah, he definitely I feel hit, a good amount of milestones. I think once he starts walking and talking, that will be like super that would be super amazing.
Mega.
Exactly.
Mega.
And then but they say with premature babies, give them at least until they're 2 years old to catch up, and get right on track with every other 2-year-old baby. So we're definitely giving him the time that he needs. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So yay! Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Like she said, we'll be back next week with another video.
Yes.
Make sure you comment,
like,
subscribe,
and share.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching us again.
See you guys next time.
Yeah.
Bye.